Hi, everybody. I want you to think a moment and I want you to ask yourself, do you know that your reality is a mirror? What you see is only a reflection of what's within. Yes. Ready to change the view? Let's go. Hi, everybody. My name is Phyllis Whitley, and welcome to Whisper Unplug. And if you heard me say self whisper unplug, I took the self out. And this whisper unplug, I just go back and forth. But it's whisper unplug, okay? What we're going to do today, before we do it, I want you to get your pen, your tablet, your paper. I want you to call a friend, and I'm going to give you some diamonds, some gems that you can take away from yourself. Because those of you who are new, I hope you self master you so that you don't have to go around and point the fingers at everybody else. Yes, I know people hurt you. Yes, I know groups hurt you, but I'm going to help you help yourself. Because a lot of us wait for somebody to come and help us. And I'm going to tell you right now from experience, nope. Do you understand where I'm coming from? This is the place where we transform our whispers into power. In our episode today, let's see what we are going to talk about: the law of reflection. How self-reflection heals your broken whispers and unlock your inner peace. This is right down my alley because y'all know me. I talk about whispers, widow whispers, your inner scars, your inner broken heart, all the things that people, groups, and even things just remind you that was negative. Okay? Now, I'm assuming that you got everything together. You might ask yourself, why do this matter? If your life feels stuck, then you know what? Your reflection is the thing that's going to change it. Your reflection is going to change it. And I'm going to give you some points, some diamond points right now. It's going to be short, it's going to be powerful, but I'm going to go. Okay. This is what I want you to do. I want you to write down your reality mirrors the mind. What you see, all of that was first here. I don't get it, Miss P. Well, just think about the Wright brothers. What are the Wright brothers? The one who invented the planes. It was up here. You know how you have an idea? You can't take that idea and show it to your mother. It's right here. So it's a mirror. You're looking in the mirror. I always go back. Michael Jackson said the man in the mirror. You know why? Because he got this. He got this. Basically, you have to change within, and the outer world is going to shift. You don't see it. You don't know how. And this is what people make a lot of mistakes because they say, I just don't see nothing. You know, you want things to get better, but yet they tell you you might be in a relationship and the person go MIA, missing in action. And you're like, I thought this was, I don't understand this. You understand what I'm saying? But within yourself, you have to be at peace and know that listen, it's going to be all right. I believe this is going to be all right. And the person come back. They just needed some space. I remember years ago, a friend of mine told me her mother was dating a military man overseas. Her mother was from Germany, and she had a beautiful relationship, dating process with this person. And then the person just disappeared. Well, she was hurt, but her parents, told her, hey, have confidence. Things happen. She didn't go to the base and, like some of y'all do and say, where are you? Blah, blah, blah. So you know how some of y'all knock at their door, ring their bell, you pick up the phone. Are you still there? She gave him that peace because really her parents, told her you don't need to do that. And 4 weeks, I believe she said 4 weeks later, which is, I would have probably had a little pity fit. 4 weeks later, he came back and he apologized, but he said, I had to see, because he was getting ready to come back to the United States. And he said, I had some things that I was mindful of what I was going to do next. And he said, and I decided I want you. I can't live without you. And he asked her and proposed to her. Could you imagine if she would have went over there? Like, you know how you did last week? and you bust the man windows. Then you said men are no good. Okay, I know y'all say you always get on us. You always get on us. Okay, men, maybe you may be window shopping with her and she looking at a person. She said, "Oh, that is really nice." And you, the first thing you thinking, "Oh no, I got to get away from her because she's gonna try to get my money like the last woman got." You walk, you in the relationship. Then you see her at work. Say she's one of your coworkers, and she got the purse, and you looking because she was looking at something that she could buy for herself. And you just lost her. Anyway, what was we talking about? The law of reflection. Everything's going to come right back to you. So, broken whispers distort reflections. It makes it look any kind of way. You went in the fun house and it was different mirrors, went that way, that way. You was this way, you was that way. You're not going to see everything correctly. Like I always say, that looks upside down. I'm literally talking about what I feel when someone say something to me, it looks upside down. Yes. And I think I was talking to one of my family members on a vacation and she kept saying, that just don't fit. I said, really? So yeah, it's distorted. Fear and doubt is going to definitely make it even worse. It's going to create false reality. You know what I just said about the relationship? Oh, he didn't call me for 2 days. So I know that he's with another woman. And then you start worrying. Then you start thinking, all of that is fair. Good one that you got to know. Now, you already know fear and doubt is going to create bad reality, false reality. But look about awareness. Your awareness unlocks your power. You understand what I'm saying? Being aware of something, that's why God said, lack of knowledge, my people shall perish. You don't know about anything. So you're guessing. You ever have those people in your life? Well, I know so and so and so, and I know so and so, and they cannot rub two nickels together. Have no credentials, have no proof of nothing in life. Don't even have proof that they went down that street and came back. You understand? But when you have awareness, seeing patterns give you control to rewrite them. Know when you are meeting the same man, but a different face. I say that all the time. Know it. You have control to rewrite it. Well, how did you rewrite that when they asked for your number? You said, no, I'm so sorry. Not today. Maybe another season or a lifetime. You don't want to say all of that. I mean, I have said it. When you're young, you say anything crazy. But you don't go down that road again. You don't go down and say, I see his potentials. Okay. Yes, some people are down and you can see their potential, but you have to know the difference. Are you being that man counselor? Is he your patient? Is he your client? It's a difference. Okay. And when you know the difference, you can unplug from false narrative. That's right. I said it. You are going to unplug. Okay. And how do you do that? You're going to stop living by past wounds. Oh my God. This is deep. You are going to stop living because of your past wounds. And I always say this, I'm repetitive with this. Stop playing the broken record. You need to rewrite your story. Well, how, Miss P? How do I do that? Go get a coach. When you go to the doctor, which is a dentist, is a doctor in one of my podcasts, I say, oh my goodness, I said the same thing. But you know what I mean. I'm not going to go to a hairstylist and say, could you fix my teeth? Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm going to get somebody that does my hair. That's like a coach. The person specializes in it. And then when I go to the dentist is going to specialize in it. I know they have primary doctors that do everything, but a lot of times they say, I can do that. I'm like, no, let me go to the specialist. And in some case, they know how to do everything, just like an entrepreneur. So you want to rewrite your story. That's what we are here for. You want to manifest in the peace. We talked about in my last podcast. I'm going to always go to peace because you want to have peace. The mirror that you look in, which is your life, you don't want to be chaotic. Yes, you in the world is chaotic, but your world you can control. When you go to somebody when you go through a block and you look at somebody yard and it's chaotic and weeds are growing and you be like, take my word, something's going on with that person mind. And if you go in the house and it's totally chaotic, chances are, I guarantee your mind is cluttered. Go in your closet. I guarantee if you got everything, I have a lot of stuff in my closet, but it's in order. I woke up the other day. I mean, my mother taught us to do spring cleaning, and then when winter time comes, it's a whole nother thing. You take out all the Christmas stuff. But me, if I'm walking around and I'm just not feeling it, I would rearrange things. My daughter said I rearranged. One time I said, "Why, when you come into my upstairs, I live upstairs. Why you didn't notice I changed things?" And she said, I stopped looking at that because you change stuff all the time. I don't do it. I'm not a perfectionist, but if a lot of times, because I know the truth of cleaning out your clutter, cleaning out your mind, cleaning out your environment, I will move stuff until it feels right. And that is the peace. Instead of saying right to it to it give me that sense of peace. Now remember, your thoughts and your emotion have to align. And if it aligns, it's going to be the spirit of truth for your transformation. I'll say that again. Your mind, your thoughts, and your emotion, and you can say your mind and your emotion must align for you to see your true manifestation, which is your true transformation. So I covered a lot here. It's just enough for you to say, because remember, a lot of things that's going on out there in your world is a reflection. Let's see what the other people have for questions. The followers give me questions, and let's see what this one is. How do I know if I am trapped in a forced reflection? I love that. A forced reflection. A lot of y'all need to look at your life and say, this is not me. Some of you men out there and you got a woman, that's all she wants you is for gold. Is that really you? Or did you make that you? Did you go buy the Mercedes and you don't have enough money to buy food? See, I got on the men that time. Forced reflection. Are you looking at a forced reflection? I'm sitting up here because I got a mirror right there and I'm saying to myself, ask yourself, oh my God, I loved it that. But listen, if your life repeats the same cycle, then nothing changed. So that's what you need to ask yourself. You might be trapped. And that's when you need to go get a coach. And I have it here. Listen, I have it all here. Come and see me. Let me see. Somebody else said, what's the fastest way to shift my reality? Hold a new vision of yourself and the world will match it. This is where vision maps come in. Sometimes people can't hold it up here. That's why the architecture has blueprints. Some people have to see everything visually. That's when you get your little treasure map or your vision board. Or go get magazines and just put them together to where you want to go. Every cruise I took, I had it on my vision board first. Yes, I sure did. It's a lot of things I know. See, I said, well, can I go ahead and put down here wetting and all of that? I did it when I first learned about vision boards. And I kid you not, I had the same wedding dress that I seen in a paper when I was engaged. In that particular wedding dress, I found it, but it was from Paris and it was so much money. The universe will work with you. And I know people don't like me saying universe, but it's God. God owns everything. And he has everything literally is going in a certain order. That's why the sun come up. That's why the wintertime you have such and such. It's laws out there. And when you get that, when I got that dress in my mind and I found out that it was too expensive, right near, I don't know who was it, somebody that was dealing with weddings literally came and told me, I know somebody who make dresses. I said, what? I went to that lady and said, can you make this? She said, I can make it for, at that time, I think it was $100 or something, $100 and something dollars. And she made it. Do you see how you will connect with the right people and places. Let's see what God is saying about it. Let's look at this scripture. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. I repeated that from last time. Proverbs 23:7. You see, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. God is letting you know what is on that heart. You can't see that heart. You can feel that heart. It's just like someone asked me, how do you know when you're in love if you can't see it? You can see the manifestation of it. When somebody hates you, you're going to see the manifestation because they're going to roll their eyes. They're not even going to talk to you right. You understand? So that right there, as a man thinketh in his heart. If you don't write nothing down, you got to write this. So is he. What are you saying to your heart? What is your heart reflecting? When I look in my mirror, and this is not only around you, when you look in the mirror, so many of y'all, everybody's on a diet. Everybody wants to be a size 6 because you're so used to seeing repeatedly Hollywood showing you who they think should be the number one woman, who they feel supposed to be the one that looks good. They choose what color, what size, what height. But no, you don't listen to Hollywood. Hollywood is upside down. I got that in my book, Blackology. You look in the mirror and you have to tell yourself every day that you are wonderfully made. God makes no mistakes. God did not make a mistake. How did he make a mistake? With colors. It's colors everywhere. Really? And some people have the nerve to be hooked on one color. That's like one flavor. Some men are hooked on one flavor. Look around you. Life is full of colors. Yes. In conclusion, remember that your world reflects your belief. You want to change it, change every day from within. And again, that's a part of your transformation. I am so happy you came to my space. Until next time, I want you to unplug, transform, and manifest your promised land today. And please remember, if loving yourself is right, you don't want to be wrong. What if the story you are sitting on is the breakthrough someone waiting for? Are you an influencer or an entrepreneur sitting on a powerful story? Hi, my name is Phyllis Whitley. Call me Coach P, the founder of Self Whisper and Whispervise. I help people like you publish their story 30 days or less. Stop leaving money on the table. Your knowledge is powerful and it could be your next paycheck. Join the Publish Your Purpose Challenge using the link below. And please subscribe now. I appreciate you.